Yeah, alright. Alright, what's happening, man? Listen, this shit crazy. Hold on. I want to talk about nardwuar. You know, the little fucking Scottish dude. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, man. Listen, I'm finna come off the heels of this Terrence Howard thing I just did, which sort of was a speculative natured video as well. Let's talk about nardwuar, man. You feel me? Let's talk about nardwuar. Because a lot of people, including myself till like 5 minutes ago, probably have done no research onto who nardwuar is. They've probably seen him and like still been like, oh, he's just a reporter. Why do I want to like Google that? Let me tell you something about nardwuar I just learned. This motherfucker, I think it's magic. Listen, because this motherfucker, yo, I didn't know any of this shit till about 5 seconds ago, and it blew the fuck out my mind to a point where I was like, well, I was not gonna do this video, but now I am. Listen, man. So this motherfucking nardwuar, shit crazy, bro, is the lead singer and keyboardist of some group I never heard of called the Evaporators. That now gets stranger, right? So remember the big conspiracy behind, or I don't like calling it conspiracy, the big speculation behind Prodigy and his parents. There was a group called the Crystals and the Chanters. And that was old school Hollywood, vintage Hollywood. Sorry, my hands got all type of ash all over them, forgive me. Come with territory though. That's why I wear a lot of black sometimes. But anyway, so it's the crazy part, okay? He's known for like people being like, how did you get this? You feel me? Like to a point where it's like that is something they know like did not even possibly they might not have even like it. They might have been like, I never made a vinyl of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I believe Pharrell was, in my research I read, Pharrell was like, yo man, this is the greatest interview. He like literally, yo man, this is the greatest interview of all time. Like he wanted to say something else, but like the way the dots was, I could tell he was like really thinking I shouldn't say this right now because that's not cool. Like I'm gonna get in trouble if I say that, man. Like so I looked at that shit. I was laughing, yo. I said this the fact that he just gets in and like he does mad government like shit where he'll like pose as a reporter reportedly and goes, but it's that name, the Evaporators, right? So here's my thing. What if nardwuar was a time traveler? And not just that, he could also go invisible. You feel me? But for each, like, for every time period, he'd have, like, a set look that he had to go by, right? So, like, for when he's here, he has to be that little Scottish dude. It has to be a little Scotch man walking around like this. You feel me? Like, but when he gets to the other time periods, I don't know, maybe one of them he might be cowboy. Maybe in some he might even be different skin colors. We don't know. But I just find it really strange that, keep in mind, I never did no research. And I seen some shit with Doja Cat where like, she was like, no, my daddy was a dancer. He never produced anything. And nardwuar was produced, and it was her dad who produced the shit. So what if he, like, because knowing how the only time you see him is interviews, a very quick process to actually interview, right? So you got a whole bunch of mess of other time. You don't know what the man be doing. You don't know what he be doing. You don't know what the man be doing with his fucking time. You feel me? Like, there's a very good chance he could go back, alter some, albeit small history. Keep in mind, Pharrell, big artist. Doja Cat, kind of big artist. Doja Cat's actually kind of doing the Lil Wayne thing right now where she's, in terms of her genre, good because there's nothing else good dropping right now. And put it like this, the only good shit that dropped besides her dropped last summer. She's the only one who came back and dropped this summer that was good like that. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't listen to pop music like that, so I don't know, man. But my point is, nardwuar has some explaining to do from this Wikipedia article. I'm put this shit on the John over here, man. Listen, y'all stay safe. Shout out to the new subs, man. I know the family, we be growing over here with this shit, man. It's the Matrix, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's about not mind control. It's about motherfuckers, what's the word? Self-control.
Well, listen, I'll give you these receipts here, man. All right, listen. Just read. It's weird. It's weird because it's the fact that there's shit that he knows about people in their past that he's like, yo, how'd you know that? You would like shit. You would have had to have been there for this man to have like known this shit. You feel me? Like it's some shit before you was famous type shit, right? Way before, like shit your friends might not even remember sometimes, right? Now, the thing is, the name, the Evaporators. You see this shit? This motherfucker, it literally said, like, it's shit you would have had to have been there. Like, shit that his girlfriend and his best friend ain't know. You see what I'm saying? And notice how he calls himself the human serviette. If you know anything about EBE1, that'll make weird sense to you. Because here's the thing. This man had gone around, right? So do you think that if the U.S. government found something that could teleport and could go invisible and time travel, then they just have that walking around? Hell no. Hell no. And I think a lot of reporters and shit is like this, where they put them in fronts because then it what's the word? I think this was especially a big thing in the 80s. They would put them in fronts to generate, so it's not using tax dollars, essentially. It's like the same type of argument people make for tax dollars being used for WITSEC. Why they don't like that? Because money going to criminals. The part that's weird to me is notice how all these names are either of revolutionary people like Iggy Pop, right? Or them people is obscure, like Weird Al Yankovic. It's obscure. He has a genre that's him. You feel me? So it's a lot of, it's weird to me. Mudhoney is another one that's, they have a whole song about getting high on paint thinner and your life falling apart from it. In my case, you don't like money going to WITSEC because you're supposed to keep that shit solid if it go bad. You're supposed to reap whatever consequences you sow from that, whether it be probation, prison, whatever the case is. You can get the death penalty. That's on you. You did that shit and you got caught for it. You got to stand on that. I mean, I give a man shout out to Boozy just for standing on that shit, even for some shit he ain't do. He kept it solid. You feel me? So, it's weird about Nardwuar, though. There's a lot of reports. I think, what's his name? Tucker Carlson might be another one. You notice how there's some you never see around other people? I wonder if that mean because it's dangerous for that. I don't know. So he's interviewing mad politicians, and this man look at everyone says that like understood him, right? Is either someone who changed the world like Iggy Pop did with his music, or is someone in a really obscure genre like Weird Al that's all they own, or it's people like Mudhoney. Mudhoney, for those of you who don't know, is they had a song about drinking paint thinner and your life falling apart because of it as a host. There was a weird group. They had a lot of obscure topics for music. It said he tried to interview Mikhail Gorbachev. That should tell you everything. This man is some type of thing protected by the government. And it's probably bigger than that because put it like this. For you to be playing both sides like that, you probably not of this world, man. Please, man, this shit weird as fuck. Quick disclaimer, this is all speculative, right? But them UFO documents, Mr. Biden, okay? There's not no wild goose chase here. This is feasible in this day and age. Unfortunately, because now you want to talk about the UFOs that were all trash can lids according to Bob Lazar. No one knows where Bob Lazar is right now. Nobody know where that man Bob Lazar is at. Hell no. So I just figured, I was like, this is something I just found. And I was like, no, people need to know this. I'm serious. Look, if you YouTube search MK Ultra, right? One of the things that's gonna come up is from the Fifth Estate, which is a Canadian television program. Nardwuar is from Canada. And so I promise you, what it is he probably very well might have superpowers. He might be an extraterrestrial. So like I said, here's my question, right? Because I seen this shit with the Fifth Estate where they had this woman who was suing the Canadian government. This woman was like barely even functional. It was weird. She could walk, but like you could tell her mind was just destroyed. And from what I heard, I believe she was in a mental hospital somewhere in Canada. And the CIA came through Canada and said, hey, man, listen, we want to sell you this MK Ultra, man, because we good friends, you know, like nuclear friends. Like, you know how us in Britain, it's like this. Us in Israel is really like this, man, and like they looking over our shoulders for us and shit. You feel me? Like they in the back of the car, like Jungles and Ricky. You feel me? Like boys in the hood. They like Israel in the back seat with the sawed off. You feel me? At the end with the lottery ticket. Yeah. So I feel like that's how Canada be, man. I feel like that's how the CIA be. I mean, when they went to Canada and say, hey, man, listen, we want to sell you this MK Ultra, man. We don't sell this shit to just anybody. You feel me? Like when you was younger, right? The adult man got some harder shit, right? And like he always used to keep you away from that shit. But now you like older, so it's like, hey, man, you want to try some cocaine, man? Like, you feel me? But when you was 14, he act like he ain't even know where to get cocaine or nothing. Like, he's like, but I got some weed, man. If you smoke weed anyway, I mean, I don't care, man. I mean, it's better you get from someone safe. You feel me? Like that type of motherfucker. Hey, listen, so that's how CIA be with shit like that and shit like nuclear arms and shit like that, I feel. Be like, hey, man, you didn't get this from me, man. Oh, shit. I feel like the CIA is evil sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like they might be evil. So this woman is on a fit estate for suing the Canadian government. I think the CIA was in the lawsuit too. I can't remember. But this whole shit, if you literally YouTube search MK Ultra, you probably don't even have to put Fifth Estate in it. It's one of like the first page of results. I'm not even playing. So my thing is I feel MK Ultra is bigger than that. You feel me? And I feel like that's why Nardwuar, I think there's a lot of television personalities, especially ones you don't see in any other habitat besides the one you always see them in, if you know what I'm saying by that, that are, put it like this, they're either not of this world or they was very, very special assets. Like they was something that we stumbled upon or they stumbled upon, whatever government stumbled, did not want to let it go. Said, no, you can't just be walking around out here, buddy. You feel me? So, yeah, man, take it easy. I just have put that disclaimer in there. It's all speculative. But, hey, Mr. Biden, what's good with them UFO documents? I want to know what we got that was alive. That's what I really want to know. And why they say E.T. is a true story, including President fucking Reagan. I'm out this bitch.